Hello everyone. Topic: Human respiratory system. The function of respiratory system is to breathe in oxygen for respiration and to breathe out carbon dioxide produced by respiration. The main organs of human respiratory system are nose, nasal passage, trachea, bronchi, lungs, and diaphragm. Air is taken into the body through the nostrils. The air passing through the nostrils is filtered by fine hairs that line the passage. The passage is also lined with mucus, which helps in this process. When the air passes through the nasal passage, the dust particle and other impurities present in it are trapped by nasal hair and mucus, so that clean air goes into the lungs. The part of throat between the mouth and windpipe is called pharynx. From the nasal passage, the air enters into the pharynx and then goes into the trachea. The other name of trachea is windpipe. The trachea is a tube-like structure which is commonly known as windpipe. Rings of cartilage are present in the throat. These ensure that the air passage does not collapse. The upper end of the trachea has a voice box called larynx. The trachea runs down the neck and divides into two smaller tubes called bronchi. The lungs lie in the chest cavity or thoracic cavity, which is separated from abdominal cavity by a muscular partition called diaphragm. The lungs are enclosed in a rib cage made of bones called ribs. Each bronchi or bronchus divides in the lungs to form a large number of still smaller tubes called bronchioles. The balloon-like structure at the end of bronchioles are called alveoli. The alveoli provide a surface where the exchanges of gases can take place. The walls of the alveoli contain an extensive network of blood vessels. When we breathe in air, the diaphragm and muscles attached to the ribs contract, due to which our chest cavity expands. This expansion movement of the chest increases the volume inside the chest cavity. Due to increase in volume, the air pressure decreases inside the chest cavity and air from outside enters into the lungs through the nostrils, trachea, and bronchi. In this way, during the process of breathing in, the air sacs or alveoli of the lungs get filled with air containing oxygen. The alveoli are surrounded by very thin blood vessels called capillaries, carrying blood in them. So the oxygen of air diffuses out from the alveoli walls into the blood. The oxygen is carried by blood to all the parts of the body. This oxygen is carried by a red pigment called hemoglobin present in blood. As the blood passes through the tissues of the body, the oxygen present in it diffuses into the cells. This oxygen combines with the digested food present in the cells to release energy. Carbon dioxide gas is produced as a waste product during respiration in the cells of the body tissues. This carbon dioxide diffuses into the blood. Blood carries the carbon dioxide back to the lungs where it diffuses into the alveoli. When we breathe out the air, the diaphragm and the muscles attached to the ribs relax, due to which our chest cavity contracts and becomes smaller. This contraction movement of the chest pushes out carbon dioxide from the alveoli of the lungs into the trachea, nostrils, and then out of the body into air. In this way, the process of gaseous exchange is completed in the human respiratory system. During the breathing cycle, when air is taken in, that means inhale, and let out, that means exhale, the lungs always contain a certain residual volume of air so that there is sufficient time for the oxygen to be absorbed into the blood and for the carbon dioxide to be released from the blood. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in water than oxygen, so it is mostly transported in the dissolved form in our blood. Thank you.